My name is Nati. I think the first question that I have is that networking has taken a different um, landscape, let's say. And now we see that networking more of like when you go out, let's say you're going out to have lunch or going out to have drinks and all this stuff. I think my main question now becomes how do you take networking conversations into a social setting? Because I think from what I've seen is that there's not necessarily opportunities for people to speak to who they want to speak, in particular in Cape Town. I don't know much about Johannesburg or anything like that. But since there isn't those many opportunities to speak to people, you kind of have to infiltrate places they could potentially go. So if you know that someone goes to, let's say, Camps Bay, you know that, okay, maybe at this time they're going to be there, then how do you, it's giving stalker tendency. But I think what I'm trying to say is like, how do you take those networking conversation into those like social spaces, even if it's like, oh, I just bumped into you type of vibe thing.
Um, I see. I don't network. Um, the thing is, network I think comes with perception. As we can hear, we think it's this, we think it's this, we think it's this. Um, I think you can network if you do. So I do kite surfing sometimes, and I've made deals on the beach. So, or I do jiu-jitsu, and then I'm meeting up with architects tomorrow. So it's about it's once it's be yourself. Don't have this plan. I've actually heard the story of a guy. he to get the some CEO's attention. I don't know how he did it. He got hold of the janitor, and he wrote a message on the toilet paper, and he put it in the CEO's toilet because he had his own private toilet. And the message read something like, "If I can get this close to you, imagine how close I can get you to your clients." Yeah. So I think it's just know yourself. If you're introvert, just work with that. There are many ways to go about things. Like the world is always trying to tell you how to do things, and I would say go and tear down the walls and see how you want to do it. If you don't want to network and you want to drink and party, you'll find it somewhere. If that answers your question. Just what I've always done is when I speak about what I do, I'm just passionate about it, and people see that. And most of the times you'll probably, I don't know, you'll be rejected, but it's not because of you. It's just there's not that connection. Maybe they don't need you as you are, but it's not a personal thing. It's not a match. And the more you put yourself out there, speaking to different people wherever you go, I mean, I'm always gauging how can I bring furniture or sculpture, whatever, into the conversation, and somehow they just lead to certain things. Um, it's like the example I gave earlier. Life is a very weird way of presenting opportunities.
Yeah, I think, what Lo was also just saying is networking can happen anywhere, which means every single opportunity is a networking opportunity. And I remember, for instance, my parents used to invite me to their silly braais with their colleagues. And I used to think, I don't want to meet a bunch of old people who's in the IT space. But now, when they invite me to a braai, I go and I chat to these interesting older people in the industry that I'm not in because it doesn't actually matter. And it goes back to what Lauren said. The creative industry is so valuable, so fluid that you can end up anywhere with your discipline, and your discipline will mold and change. So see every opportunity as a networking opportunity without the pressure. Don't now put the pressure on yourself the next time you order a coffee empathy at bootleggers that you need to present your best self, but you can maybe bring furniture into any conversation, and that can be a networking opportunity. And that alleviates a lot of pressure that you don't necessarily have to go and create the opportunity. The opportunity will be anywhere. Don't necessarily go and find it by an event or a bar in Camps Bay. It can be anywhere, anytime on a Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. I saw another hand here somewhere. Yes.